Hi everyone, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to Standout Digital, where free digital marketing training is updated regularly, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Now in this video, we're going to talk about Facebook ad, more specifically, the most common reason why your Facebook ad get rejected and how to fix this. So let's get started. Now, if you're here, your Facebook ad might have already got rejected and you don't know why, or if you're just being super careful and don't want your ads get rejected, you need to look into these top 3 things. Number 1, your ad must prioritize user experience. And I'm not talking about the user experience of your own account. I'm talking about the experience of all the other people that your ad gonna target. Their user experience is what matter most to Facebook. And how can your ad do this? First, let's look at your content, the copy of your ad. So this part must be happy, healthy, and positive because Facebook believes that this type of content is what will keep user on their platform. To do this, your copy must avoid negativities or discriminations or inappropriate content such as nudity, violence, manipulations, or wrongful exaggeration. Now you must be thinking, there's no way you're adding nudity or violence or say anything manipulative in your ad, but Facebook bot use trigger words when scanning your copy to identify the tone of the entire copy. So for instance, you might be selling food or clothes, maybe you're selling pie and you're saying, our pie is literally so good that you and your friends gonna fight for it. So order now to get the first bite, something like that. And then Facebook bot gonna be like, no, this is wrongful exaggeration, this is violence, this is manipulative, so we gotta flag this ad. And that's how it's worked, guys. Or maybe you are you're selling, you're offering some sort of consultation service, and you're making your ad a little dull, a little more negative so that it can relate to the people who might need your service, and Facebook ad bot definitely won't like this. So number 2, I want to talk about another big one here that I see so many make this mistake, and if your ad already got rejected once or twice and you Google it, this reason probably already popped up, but many people don't actually understand it. So let me explain it again. So number 2, to ensure that your ad prioritizes user experience, you shouldn't target personal attributes of your audience, meaning that your ad should not appear as though you know and intentionally target a personal attribute of a person. And personal attributes are anything from race, ethnic origins, religions, beliefs, age, sexual orientations or practice, gender identity, disabilities, medical conditions including physical or mental health, financial status, membership in trade unions, criminal records, or name. Still confused? Let me elaborate. So let's take a look at this picture. This is the picture I found on 𝙇𝙄𝙆𝙀 just a little credit there. Now let's look at his example. So in the not okay part, we have meet other Christian, and in the okay, we have meet Christian. Now why is it not okay to add the other there? Simple. So by adding other Christian, you are assuming that the person who's going to see your ad is a Christian. So now you're assuming you're targeting this person, personal attributes, which is their religion. Now let's look at the next. Manage your diabetes. Not okay. And what is okay? New tools help manage diabetes. The differences is super clear in this example. So manage your diabetes, you are directly pointing out to the person that, hey, you have diabetes, so this is gonna work for you. This is not a good practice on Facebook. Let's go to the next example. 5 other 25 years old who like tennis versus 5 tennis fans. So by this point, I guess you already understand what is the problem in the first example. So other, again, is not a good word we learned so far. Let's look at the last example. This product is for men like you versus new product designs for men. So obviously, this product is for men like you is totally targeting personal attributes of your audience. You are calling them out directly. So this is not a good practice for Facebook. It's violate their policy. So do keep in mind when you are trying to call out, when you're trying to target a specific person with their personal attributes. Alright, so we just covered 2 big ones there. And if you're now wondering if you didn't violate any of those, but your ads still get rejected, it's time to look into other elements, such as your image. First of all, your ad should have a good balance between image and text, because that signals a good piece of content, and that's the type of content that Facebook want to distribute across its platforms. So do make sure there's an image and text balance in your ad. Next, if your copy has no problem, it's time to look into your image. So same rules here. Is your image positive? Is your image healthy? Is your image happy? If your image is down or have any violence or nudity elements, it will get your ad flagged. And you're thinking, like, how can Facebook scan and understand what your image is about? Well, indeed, it can't. A lot of bot can at these days, and it can read the emotion in your image, whether this is the sad image, is a happy image. So do make sure that your image isn't too sad, it doesn't contain any violence or nudity, then it should be good. Or if you're trying to cram a lot of text in your image, that is also not a good practice. So please be aware of this. And last thing, if your image and copy is all checked out, it's time to check your domain. So you should link a trusted domain to your ad, because again, it's all about the user experience. Facebook being very careful with this. They want their user to have the best experience on their platform. So any suspicious domain that isn't secure SSL will get your ad flagged. Alright guys, so that was our checklist on things that your ad should satisfy to prioritize user experience on Facebook and get your ad approved. But that's not all the step. Now it's time to prove to Facebook that your business account is valuable to them. And how do you do that? First, be consistent. Remember to warm up your account properly. So for instance, you just set up your ad account, and for your first ad, you're gonna spend maybe $50 on it, but then you find good result, and then for your next ad, which is maybe just 3 days later, you're gonna launch an ad and you're gonna spend maybe $500 on it. That is a big leap, and Facebook flag this as suspicious activities. So don't do that. Give your ad account proper time to warm up step by step, and you should be good. But hold on guys, being consistent will not be the only step that you have to take to prove to Facebook that your business account is valuable. Next, we have to look into your ad spend. Let's be honest here, Facebook is just a business, and of course they gonna favor and prioritize business accounts that spend more on their platform. And I know that a lot of startup and small business have a restrict budget. So here's what you can do. So after a while, when you already have successfully warmed up your account and you have spent and you have earned a decent amount from Facebook, be sure to always spend again in your ad a relevant or appropriate amount to get on the good sides of these social media giants. So this leads us to our next point, which is your payment method. Be sure to put in a bank card for your payment methods instead of maybe PayPal. And if your payment method get rejected once, your whole business account gonna get red flag, gonna be in the red zone of Facebook. So be absolutely careful and aware of this. And lastly, we have to look into your ad history. So do you currently have more number of rejected ad than the number of approved ad? This is not a good sign, and you must do anything possible to get the number of approved ad more than the number of rejected ad. So if this is the situation in your ad account, fix this immediately, or your ad account will just be in Facebook red zone. Okay guys, so now that we have ensured that our ad prioritizes user experience and also prove that our business account is valuable to Facebook, it's time for the final step. Create an engaging ad. And how exactly can you do this? Well, don't take my advice for this. Take Facebook advice. So here are some of the tips in Facebook business on what type of ad work best on their platform. So first, always use vertical video instead of horizontal, because most of Facebook users are on their mobile phones, and obviously a vertical video will cover the whole screen and be more engaging to your viewer. Number 2, reduce the text in your image. So as I mentioned earlier, if you're trying to cram so much text in your ad image, that is not a good practice. Facebook states that image with the ratio of text under 20% usually work far more effective. Number 3, reduce your text, reduce your ad copy as well, because according to Facebook statistic, people usually skim or scroll through very fast on their platform, Facebook and Instagram. So make sure that your ad copy is clear, concise, and straightforward, with a strong hook to grab attention immediately, but also can convey your message clearly and loudly. Number 4, add movement. So you can do that by creating hyperlapse video, boomerang videos, or use Adobe Photoshop Express to edit your image, or Adobe Spark to make videos from templates with text and image and story. And lastly, never ever forget to add a CTA, a call to button, to your ad. As Facebook state, they work wonder on both of their platforms, Facebook and Instagram. And that will be all, guys. So tell me which of these tips work for you. I would love to hear in the comment. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're up for more bootcamps and courses from industry experts, we also have that link ready for you. For any of you looking to build a website, there's a free access to our website builder. And of course, don't forget to join our Facebook group for more updates, and be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any future free training from us. Until next time, I'm Alice from Standout.